In the most recent Brawl talk, a new ranked mode was announced that is supposed to be an improvement to the current Power League. But is it really? Let's delve into why this new ranked mode could become one of the worst changes to Brawl Stars ever made. Before talking about why the new changes suck, let's discuss what they actually are. First, the ban system is completely gone. Matches are also changed from best of 3s to best of 1s. Mess up once, you're out. The solo and team queues have also been merged into one. This also means that duo queues are now possible. Next, modifiers have been added to the game mode, which I will go further into depth later on. However, once you hit Diamond tier, everything will be reverted to the current Power League. Lastly, the rewards have been increased substantially. Additional legendary star drops have been added and a new star drop as well, called the ranked star drop. It will give Power League cosmetics including skins which you no longer have to purchase with bling, which is a very welcome change. You are also able to show your rank on your player profile as well now. That's pretty much all the relevant changes for Power League, excluding the report system, which I will not be discussing for this video. First of all, let's discuss what's actually good about the new changes. Firstly, the better rewards. Look, I'm not gonna complain about the better rewards, alright. Being able to show off your rank on your own player profile is also amazing. It looks super cool too. Those are the things that they definitely got right this update. But secondly, and more importantly, the game mode should definitely be more fun to casuals now. With the removal of ban system, each match takes much less time, and the removal of separation between solo and team leagues will allow players to play in duos, which some players will definitely prefer. The addition of modifiers also actually do help address one core issue of Power League, which is how repetitive it is. In theory, these new modifiers will make the game more interesting and refreshing to play. And now, the bad. First of all, the ban system is gone. Although making each match less time-consuming, this comes at the cost of not being able to outright remove brawlers that are either too good in that specific map or mode, or remove brawlers which are straight up overpowered. With how unbalanced hypercharge and the current meta is right now, there is absolutely no way ranked won't be a purple win button mess. It also certainly doesn't help that every recent release has shattered the game's meta in half. For that 1 week that every new brawler is paywalled, pay-to-wins can easily sail through ranked because they are carried by an incredibly broken brawler who can't be banned in ranked. Ban system was essentially the only thing that held the competitive integrity of the game together, and now it's gone. Congrats Supercell, you changed the one thing that didn't need to be changed. Even if you thought, maybe at least the casuals will have more fun, then this likely won't be the case, just by virtue of how incredibly horrible the meta is and will be when ranked comes out. Fang, Lawrie and lawrie and hypercharge brawlers are all going to run absolutely rampant with no way to stop them at all. As a mainly casual player, I don't even want to play the game right now because I'm waiting for good nerfs that will never arrive. So in conclusion, the removal of the ban system will completely kill the new Power League in terms of competitive, no doubt. Nice job Supercell. The modifiers. Controversial opinion, I do actually think that the concept of modifiers could work. However, the ones that were announced were horribly unbalanced in almost every single way. First of all, quickfire allows brawlers to recharge ammo for every attack hit. This will benefit sharpshooters and fang the most since they have so much range and will be able to keep reloading their attacks. Time detonation, which destroys the map over the course of the match, will also be pretty much the same case, benefiting long-range brawlers and sharpshooters since it gives them open space where they dominate. Big Friend makes it so every brawler in the team will have the HP of the highest HP brawler in their team. In other words, you will see 10k HP Larry and Lawries when they have a fang in their team. How fun and balanced. Marked ammo, which applies a damage over time effect for any projectile hit, actually doesn't seem too completely unfair. However, brawlers that unload more projectiles in a single attack such as Colt, Pearl and Pam will definitely be the best brawlers here by a long shot. And lastly, the absolute worst modifier, Sick Beast. This modifier removes any and all status effects and stuns for all brawlers. I'm actually not sure about knockback, but I assume that it's included too. Anyway, this change benefits aggro brawlers the most by far, as you no longer have any means of reducing their offensive pressure. This means that assassins and hypercharge brawlers will no doubt dominate this meta. In other words, it will be like our current meta except 10 times worse. Assassins should never dominate any meta because it makes the game far too volatile. Have a good assassin on your team and they'll wipe the entire enemy team. have a bad one and they die before the match even starts. Also, I think it is generally agreed at this point that most assassins are pretty brain dead, even if they are quite fun to play. So yeah, this game mode will be purple win button fest and fang fest. Yippee! In conclusion, although the concept of modifiers isn't outright awful, the way in which these modifiers were executed are absolutely awful. Also, if you think about it, ranked is literally less competitive than ladder now, as it is just ladder matches with modifiers. Nice job, Supercell. Next, the merging of solo and team leagues. Although this does sound nice at first, you realize that if you're playing with a bad duo queue on your team, you are playing with more than half your team down. If your duo queue is bad, you've essentially lost the match before it even began unless you play out of your mind or your enemies are equally bad. This issue is only exacerbated by how bad the current matchmaking in Brawl Stars is. Imagine having to play with teammates that have 10k trophies combined, against actual pros at this game. With how brain-dead the game is right now with hypercharge, it is genuinely not impossible for these types of players to reach tiers like gold and diamond. And anyway, bad randoms are universal, so. Another game that I play called Pokemon Unite also has the same issues with bad matchmaking and duo queues and trio queues ruining the game too, so I'm not just being overdramatic. Also, the new ranked is pretty much Mega Pig, right? Just with different modifiers, of course. Who the fuck wants to play over 200 matches of Mega Pig? At the very least, once you hit Diamond, you can go back to normal Power League matches. But at the same time, it kind of begs the question of what the point of this new rank change was when everything is reverted back to normal sooner or later. Lastly, the reward as well. Star drops. You know how inconsistent these things are, and I'm not entirely sure how good this ranked star drop will actually be. I guess this is something we will just have to wait and see. That's pretty much all I have to say regarding the new Power League changes. I am genuinely lost for words at how badly they messed up this new rank system. They managed to take all of our advice and throw it all away. There are many aspects that they will need to tweak about this new ranked mode if they want to make it an actually fun competitive experience, particularly the ban system should be added back and modifiers need to be changed to be less utterly game-breaking and unfair. Despite that, I still think the new ranked might be able to draw in more casual players to play the quote-unquote competitive mode since it requires far less thinking and skill. I mean, hypercharge, despite being executed so poorly, somehow spawned the highest player count we have ever seen. So who knows? This new rank change might just work, even if it just isn't fun. Thank you for watching. I am not accustomed to making this type of critique video, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. That's all from me, so I hope you all have a pleasant day ahead.